Look at Numbers 14:18. The Most High is long suffering and of great mercy, forgiving iniquity and transgression, and by no means clearing the guilty, visiting iniquity, the wickedness of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation. That's how the Most High be rolling. He deal with that third or fourth generation. Exodus 20:5. That's what he said in the Ten Commandments. Exodus 20:5. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, anything made. Can't bow down to nothing, nor serve them. For I, the Most High, thy power, am a jealous power, visit iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me, and showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments. That's how you know that you love him. You keep his commandments. He said in John 14:15, if you love me, keep my commandments. 1 John 5:3. But it's the love of the Most High that we keep his commandments. The commandments are not grievous. So that's what the Most High deal with. 3 to 4 generations. That's how things starts to recycle. 3 to 4 generations. And right now, he only promised us what? 70. That's 60 years. Hopefully we'll get more. If you get more, that's a blessing. It's really a blessing to live beyond 70 years. You know, a lot of young people are happy to live past 20, 25. They're very amazed. They're excited just to, you know, I've heard them come up to me and say that. They didn't think they was going to make it. Didn't feel that they was going to make it. So a lot of what I have on that.
Conversation mode is on. Everyone can now be heard.
Okay, hello y'all. So they so hopefully y'all see that, right? You don't see anything. I know you have to see what the Mashiach Yahushua said pertaining to John the Baptist, being Elijah, the spirit of Elijah, and the angel proclaiming it also. So everybody straight?
That's great. I have a question about Regeneration chapter 1, verses 37 through 40. Actually, really, 39 and 40.
I read those.
Yeah. And it says, unto whom I will give for leaders. So when you were teaching that, I could see, I mean, I hope I'm saying this right, but it seems that in these last days of this generation that the Most High has raised up these, I hate to say this, all of these prophets of the Most High, the men of Judah and Israel, you're coming like the spirit of Elijah, but I know you can't all be the spirit of Elijah. So it's as if this verse 39 and 40 are giving us indication that the men of Judah and Israel that are raised up in these last days proclaim this truth and awaken or different spirits that come back. You know, I don't know. I'm not. What am I trying to say, Free? It's like, he sent you back.
Now let me. I dealt with something in the beginning. I thought y'all understood this. I'm gonna go over it again. This is clear. So because what you're doing is exactly what men has done. You gotta stop it right now. Seriously, because that's what man has done already.
I'm trying to understand what
I'm going to explain to you again that you didn't get in the beginning. Ecclesiastes, the first chapter, and the 4th verse. It says, one generation passes away and another generation cometh, but the earth abideth forever. It says in verse 9, the thing that have been is that which shall be. And that's what was named in the verses you asking me about concerning your leaders. And that which is done is that which shall be done. Whatever is done back then is going to be done again in the future. And there is no new thing under the sun. This is very key. Is there anything wherein it may be said, see, this is new? It have been already of old time, which it was before us. This is what you need to hear. There is no remembrance of former things. Neither shall there be any remembrance of things that are to come with those that shall come after. So we don't want to, that's why I say we don't want to get off into, because pretty soon you're saying what you're saying, next thing you know, people say, well, I'm Abraham. I'm a leader, I'm Abraham. I'm Isaac. I'm on their own. Jacob. It's already been done. It's already been done, so I'm smashing that right now. Shema, I'm smashing that right now, so that's not coming about. Because it says there's no remembrance of former things. So when you're looking at trying to anticipate, well, this is what he's saying, no. We just leave it like it is. You know, we roll in who we are as leaders and our capacity of bringing forth what we bringing forth. Mashiach Yahushua gonna bring the light. He the one gonna open up our minds to see whatever we're gonna see if you make it out of the wilderness. You see? And we leave it at that. We don't, because John the Baptist didn't know who he was. They asked John the Baptist, even though he was the spirit of Elijah, he didn't know. He didn't know. That's why it says no remembrance of former things. So he didn't know himself that he was the spirit of Elijah. So, and he wasn't, because Mashiach Yahushua, you believe in him, he said he was the spirit of Elijah, but John the Baptist didn't know. That's a prime example. So that's what we got to go by. We just leave it as it is and don't anticipate putting too much into it. Because he already said what it said. When I started from the beginning, I opened up with that. And pretty much as you got near the end, you hear that, you forgot about what you got from the beginning. I went all the way back to the beginning again and read that again. No remembrance of former things, so you're not gonna remember. You're not gonna cause nobody to remember that they Abraham, Isaac, or Jacob, or any of that. But you're talking about it like that's who it is, and you can't really say that because that's already been done. No, but Mashiach Yahushua knew. Didn't no man determine that John the Baptist was the spirit of Elijah. They didn't know. Then they understood once he told them. Now here you are saying what you're saying, that's why I say that's off. Any way you look at it is off. We just got to deal with what we got to deal with, because everybody going to meet that judgment seat of Mashiach Yahushua by his works. And your faith in the Mashiach Yahushua, so we just leave it at that. From what it says, there's no remembrance of former things. So you or nobody else gonna say, okay, you could be this, you could be that. That's what starts confusion. And we done did that already. I done seen that already. So it is what it is. We just try and go by what these scriptures say. That's what the scriptures say.
You don't think that this last generation was sent for a specific
Look, you went to those scriptures. They named, look, somebody, they named names. That's not what you said. So you're going into something different now. They named names.
Well, now that's what I meant. That's what I meant. I didn't mean it like these people specifically. I'm just saying in the spirit of he's using people like this, or he's pouring out.
Yeah, but you teaching now. Yeah, but you're not asking a question. You're teaching. Listen. You're teaching. You're not asking me a question. You're teaching.
I'm just trying to understand.
But you giving your yes you are your edification in your own mind of how it is now. Somebody else hear you say, I like what she said. I'm gonna run with that.
No.
Yes, I'm telling you. How long you been teaching? How long you been dealing with this truth?
I don't know.
How long you been dealing with the truth? Because you ain't asked a question. You kind of like make statements.
I asked the question, and when I initially asked the question, I'm trying to understand if in this generation that's coming forth, that he brought in through this generation a specific spirit for specific tasks or purpose that's likened unto these individuals here. And I'm not saying they're all them. I'm just saying likened, to
Yeah, but what's the difference?
these individuals here is a verse.
What's the difference in liking to them or being them? What's the difference? Liking it to them, because they liken to Abraham, but they not Abraham. That what you're saying? But you're using the scripture that said that's using the scripture. The scripture say you're gonna send leaders. No, you can't. That's why I say the understanding is what I just gave you when I started in Ecclesiastes. There's no remembrance of former things. And you don't get off into that. That's why you're looking at how people saying this, that, and the third, but yet still, when he asked them, that's why he said, he that have ears to hear, let them hear. They don't know. We don't know. Nobody knows. Even though John, that's why I gave you an example of John the Baptist was the spirit of Elijah, but he didn't know. So nobody else can say, okay, you this spirit, or that, this, that, or third. It's just because people have always said that long before I came into truth. They were saying, oh, this is the time, that this time is the time. Our time is the time. Can anybody on this phone guarantee that we in the time right now? Nobody can say that. They always said that. They said that 2000 gonna be the end. It's 2015. You see, so I've been in this a long time and have studied way back into the 1800s, so I know what certain things have been said, so you have to not go there and deal with the scriptures, what the scriptures say. And look at what it's saying, just go by that and just...
I wasn't saying that. I was just trying to get some understanding. But
no, the way you said it was the way you said it was confused. Could confuse someone when you initially said it.
Well, I apologize. I didn't mean to.
Yeah, I mean this.
I'm just trying to get understanding my own.
Right, but the understanding is from when we started, the very beginning. What I just read to you, because I went right back over what we had first started with. That's why I went there first in the spirit to show that there's no remembrance of former things, and there's not going to be remembrance of anything that's going to come after we live, or anyone live. No remembrance. I mean, you're not going to remember. Your mind not going to conceive that. The Holy Spirit not going to reveal that to you. That's why nobody knew. Nobody knew. Even though they were rolling in the spirit, you know what I mean? Nobody knew. That's why Mashiach Yahushua knew, because he's the Son of the Most High, but nobody else knew. That's why that's why I say don't really anticipate you putting something there that's not there. As far as, whoever the men that are leaders now, because you're saying this in 2015, the same thing you're saying now, they could have said that in 1990. You see? And them men not even here. But they still say they was the leaders that came, they not gonna fall off. The angels ain't gonna fall off. He said they're just like an angel. So the same ones that they say this, that, the third of, or somebody think, okay, that could be them. Next thing you know, they ain't even dealing in the truth. And it has been done. That's what I'm telling you. You don't know. It has been done. And men saying that they this, they're this, and they're that, and now they're not even here. What happens then? That's why I said that brings confusion when you look at, when you're trying to go deep like that into it, whereas he already said, leave it alone. There's no remembrance of former things. At least that's my understanding. And that cuts out the confusion, and we could just go with, you know, who it is that the Most High have on this earth now, bringing forth the truth. We as the brothers, and we just move toward trying to make it to the kingdom, that our names will be written in the book of life. That's it. Because it don't even have to be us. I mean, it's the scripture says, dare not make thyself one of the number. So it don't even have to be us. What's going to happen tomorrow? The next day? Who knows? Just because we are where we at now don't mean we're going to be the same place tomorrow or the next day. Or how many men I've seen fall off, I talk about it all the time. Mighty men, I mean strong men. And they not even dealing with the truth, period, no more. They ain't dealing with the word, the Bible, nothing. And they could break this bad boy down like nobody's business. History and so forth. So it's about who this is what it's all about. That's what I'm saying, you know, certain things, you know, when you're dealing with a multitude of people that are listening and trying to get edification, has to be dealt with in a certain way, because you're responsible for that. I am, you are, whoever it is that's bringing something across. You're dealing with up to 50 people. Even though you don't hear anybody say anything, there's still sometimes be up to 50 people. Matthew 24 and 12, it says, and because iniquity shall abound, wickedness shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold, but he that endure until the end, the same shall be saved. So, I mean, I've seen men, I mean, like I say, it's real hurtful when you think about it. It's like, wow, you would never think that they would not be here today, and they're not. Unimaginable. That's why you can't really deal with that, because it's been done already. You know, it's not, we don't dare make ourselves one of the number. We just keep it moving and keep, you know, try and make it to the end, to be saved from our enemies and from the hand of all that hate us. You know what I mean? And that's, if you do that, then that way, you know.
Yeah, I understand.
Because it already been done.
It just seems that you've never seen this before. I mean, I've never seen it before, but you're saying it happened before. But you see these prophets in the street, you know, teaching the people, which it happened before. You know, you're right, it happened before. You know, so just in this generation we hadn't seen it. So like that?
Yes.
Can I get that book in Revelation where it says, is the glory those that pierced them? I need that scripture.
Revelation 1 and 7.
1 and 7?
Revelation the first chapter, the 7th
okay,
verse.
thanks. Spell it out.
Okay. Anyone else have any questions? Okay.